Hello and welcome to the letter K. Today we'll be talking about the letter K and we'll be drawing about the letter K. And also, hey, Wolfie, you're here. How you doing? Oh dear, I broke everything. Now I need to write the letter K. You're early again. Well, good morning. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to write K because it rhymes with day. Actually, I'm going to reduce my UI here. And UI stands for Universal Islington. Right then. That's too small. Shall we do the whole thing in some sort of weird Irish accent? I think that's a good idea, don't you? I'm also having a good day. What do we let out? A K. K for can you feel the love tonight? K. It's like an X that got punched in the side of the face. I swear that makes sense. A K. Okay. If we've got the X like so, which is easy to draw, then of course we smack it with this hammer here. Oh my gosh. For some reason, I forgot how to draw a camera. And by camera, I mean hammer. I forgot how to talk. This is the hammer. There. This is making perfect sense. Okay, so we've got the hammer. Let's turn that into the hammer. Okay, and then we want to slam that like this. Or and then this part, these two bits, they get slammed. Oopsie. Into that flat position, like so. Like an amazing transformation of violence. There we go. And it turns into a K. Okay. Makes sense. I knew you'd understand. Wolfie. Makes perfect sense. Okay. My pen is a little large. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce some things here. And then we're going to go and we're going to find the properties. And we're going to change this to 5, I believe. Yeah, that'll do. Fantastic. Then we've got to add... Oh, that sounded a little Scottish, I think. We're going to add just a little teensy bit of lines. Like so. Like sewing. Only instead of thread, we're using lines. And by lions, I don't mean line. Okay, there we go. So lines, K. What starts with K? I sound like a kids' TV presenter. What starts with K? Angaroo. Kangaroo. A kangaroo. So kangaroo. How do you spell kangaroo? It's AR, isn't it? Kangaroo. So really, it's just lions. Oh, lions. The lion. Yeah. Well, we can just add a little lion's tail. There we go. It's a lion. It's a lion K. Isn't K... the K is the scientific thing for potassium. My phone is buzzing. Shush. Go back to sleep now. A kangaroo. We've got to draw a kangaroo because they're the only animal that I can imagine that starts with K. No other animal can start with K. Okay? Also, I've forgotten how to draw a kangaroo. I think we drew one last time, didn't we? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're kind of shaped like that. Maybe their neck's a little skinnier because, you know, they don't eat much steak. They've got a pouch for keeping their snacks in, and they've got cute little adorable... Oh my gosh, a long time ago, I found a puggaroo, which is a kangaroo that had some sort of facial deformity, the poor thing. And it was totally fine. It was happy, but it looked like a pug dog, and it was so bizarre. I made a video about it and everything. I'll show you. Oh, kitten does start with K. That's true. Let me show you, Wolfie, because I think you'll enjoy it. Dum bum bum bum. If we just go into the internet, this is YouTube. I've heard of it. Puggaroo. Let's see if it comes up. Untrue facts. There it is. There's the puggaroo. That's my video. Deep in the heart of Australia lives the puggaroo, an elusive creature so rare as blah, 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 blah. But we saw it, and it was absolutely amazing. And it was like friends with all of these other, there's a pug dog. Friends with all these other kangaroos, and it totally seemed to be fine. It seemed to be eating. There he is. Look at him. But he just had this unfortunate, he does look like a cartoon character. Anyway, he's amazing. And yeah, he was adorable and very, very, very frightened of all of us. There were quite a few of us there. But actually, he wasn't that bad. Not like the other kangaroos. The other kangaroos would come right up to you and say hello. And, they spoke perfect English. No, they didn't. But the Puggaroo was just a little tiny bit more skittish than the others. So it was pretty cool. Let's draw some ears here. Oh, I'm not looking at the wrong screen. And we'll give this kangaroo just an adorable... Do they have large mouths like that? He was very special. Hopefully, that was quite a number of years ago now. I'm sure he's doing fine. Maybe. Kangaroos in Australia. He was on a nature reserve in Burrinjuck, which is the name of the nature reserves. I didn't just sneeze. It looks like a deer. Why does that look like a deer and not a kangaroo? That's weird. Let's change its nose and see if we can fix it. Maybe it's... There, that looks a bit better. That looks more like a kangaroo. Have you ever seen a kangaroo in real life? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And they're basically just like deers, only more in the shape of a dinosaur. Like this. What if we gave him a little tiny chin? That'll do. No, he doesn't need those dots. And then we'll give him a tooth. No, we won't give him a tooth, but we'll give him some spines. Jum, bom, bom, bom. And it's a kangaroo. They're called Deerosaurus. That's right. A Deerosaurus. A Kangasaurus? No, Deerosaurus. Bam, 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 bam. Let's just type the word Deerosaurus because I think that's funny. Was it Deerosaurus? Deerosaurus? What do you call it? A blind kangaroo's dog? Do you think Saurus? That's a dumb joke. That's cool. I love learning about new things. I don't live in Australia. No, of course, but you might have seen a kangaroo in the zoo. They have them in zoos, which is hilarious to me because, we go to I got married at Burrinjuck and there were just kangaroos everywhere all the time. And it was hilarious. They were just all over the place. Oh, I accidentally forgot to save. Oh dear. Let's quickly save that in the thing. And we're going to call it, where are we? All letters in here. And this one is called Day 15, letter K. Okay, what else starts with K? Kitten. That's right. Oh, we're going to draw a kitten. Oh my God, we're going to draw such the cutest kitten that you've ever seen in your entire life. So we'll start by doing sketch. Oh, let's do that, Wolfie, because we haven't done any sketches for a while. And I usually just draw straight up. But sketching sometimes can do good things. So we want to get a shape with like a smaller top and a big, nice, rounded, chinny bit. We don't go to zoos. We have nature resources for owls, deer, and mountain lions, cougars, and white ravens. White ravens? Never heard of a white raven. That's cool. The white raven. He sees all. Then we need to draw some eyeballs. Perfect. Across the way. Now, we don't want the kitten's eyeballs to be completely bulging or anything. Sorry, I'm gonna fix this up. He's got a cute little nuzzle, I think. Muzzle, not nuzzle. I know what I'm talking about. And some hair and giant ears. And maybe he's looking up into the sky with his rounded pupils because he's not a real kitten. He's a cartoon kitten. There we go. And maybe he'd be like, meow. Or maybe he should be happy. So we'll give him little happy bits there. Oh, that's not bad. Let's give him a body as... Oh, it's time for Be Real. Apparently. Shush. There's no time for that. You be quiet. My silly phone. I've turned on all the notifications. I mean, I turned off all of the notifications, but sometimes I think Be Real and messages from Cassandra come through. Let's give him eyeballs. Actually, let's leave those eyeballs like so, because we're going to be sketching over the top. We'll give him a little mouth, and then we're going to radically change the shape of his face. What a good idea. Maybe. Sometimes, you know, when you radically do something. Oh, kids, that's right. Baby goats. Maybe this is a goat cat. I don't believe in goats. A goat cat. Goats, cat. Kid. Kitten? Kitten. Kitten? Yeah, that's right. You turn your notification sound off. That's right. I turn all of my notifications off completely, because otherwise I don't get anything done. And then it just goes, you know, on my phone, on the screen. It just comes up visually. And then my brain goes, what was that? I must know these things in the little bit of everything all of the time. I don't like my sketch. It's not very good. Let's see if we can rescue it. If we just select it all, and then we turn it into a symbol named correctly, and then we reduce the alpha, and then we stick it on its own layer, and then we lock it off, and then we can grab black. There we go. Oh, no, hold on. Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to fix it by drawing over the top, and we'll see if that looks amazing. It doesn't look great. I think it looks kind of mediocre, you know, which is fine. Sometimes these things, they are just a little bit mediocre. But I've spent a lot of my time as an artist learning to draw without sketching, because it's faster. So sometimes when I sketch, it doesn't translate the thing that I see in my head, if that makes any sense. So, you know, and then of course you try and make it look realistic, and then that's hard. So you've got to have these things with a grain of salt. Really, who knows what they're doing? Everybody has no idea. I swear. Everybody's just sort of making it up as they go along. Unless you're a neuroscientist or a rocket surgeon, then maybe you probably know what you're doing. You have some idea that maybe possibly someone somewhere along the line has an idea. And so these eyes are problematic. What if we just bring them over and then change the pupils so that he's looking directly at the camera? Oh, I like that. That's a little bit better. And then we'll add just a little thickness onto the top of the ridge of the eyeball for some, you know, eyelash action. Eyelash action. That's what Sean Connery says when he's lacking action. Sorry. Okay, then we'll bring the other eye across. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Although I think his eyes are a bit too close together. Maybe that's why he's looking a bit strange. I don't know. What do you reckon? It's a little bit wonks. Little bit wonky. If we turn him into some sort of other animal, maybe he'll look better. We'll turn him into that goat. That's a good idea. We'll give him a little bikini? A goatee? A bikini? We could draw him in a bikini, but I think that would be inappropriate. Maybe he's got a goat. What other things do goats had? Hey, don't knock your artwork. I always say mine is dumb or mediocre, but some people say it's lovely. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. It is a bit of it's a bit of a catch-22, really, because when you're an artist, you have to feel good about the art that you make, which I do. When I make art, it makes me sound so pretentious. When I draw pictures, I feel good about it because, you know, like it's fun and I really enjoy the process. But then I can see where improvements can be made at the same time. So it's like this bit of a paradox where you both at the same time want to get better. So you look at your artwork and go, that's not good enough. And you're like, oh, I feel bad about that. But really, you can just look at it and go, that could be better. This is amazing, but there's lots of ways to improve. Maybe his eye looks a bit better like that. Move that. Oh dear. Move that across. Perfect. And let's get rid of the sketch under... Oh no, let's leave the sketch underneath. It kind of has that nice sketchy feel. So yeah, the paradox of art, you know. Then of course, you know, you have the whole worry about, you know, making money out of your art, and then you have to feed your children and, you know, pay the rent and the mortgage and all of that stuff, which is also quite intense. But do goats have tails? They do. Once upon a time, there was a goat. Sorry, that's a dumb joke. It's a goat cat. I don't believe in goats. I feel like it's missing something. It's got big teeth. Let's give it maybe some of that. Maybe some whiskers. Maybe its nose is a bit too small. It kind of looks like half a mouse. They do have tails? Okay, good job. Do they have horns? Yes, they do. It's definitely missing horns. Except I'm not sure where to put them. It's a bit tricky. What if we just have little horns like that? There, perfect. That looks good. And let's just give them a little texture so they stand out a little. I like that. That's great. Maybe his snout could be just ever so slightly more pronounced. Just a little smidge just across there. And then the goatee could be a little bit further back, you know, so the goatee fits, you know. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. It's the goat's kitten. Goat, I don't believe in goats. Oh, a unicorn horn as well? We could do both. Let's do both. Why not? He's a magical unicorn horn, like so. Oh my god. He could be on My Little Pony. So cute. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. There's beautiful. I like it. Let's draw something else starting with K. What did you say? A baby goat looks like a K. We've already done that. A kid, a kitten. Let's do some Googles. So, things starting with K. It's always good to get some ideas. Oh, look, a king. A kid koala. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of koala. How silly am I? Koalas are really fun to draw, actually, because they've got these big noses, which are very strange. And they've got tiny little eyes, and they have big giant ears of doom. And they're kind of fluffy, but they're very aggressive in real life. when they're active. When they're not active, they're just like really tired all the time because they are fermenting all of the gum leaves that they eat, which is the only thing that they eat. There we go. There's a little, look at him. Ah, he's so cute. But you can't keep them as pets because they're an endangered species. But also, they're really hard to keep as pets because they just climb up into a tree and disappear. And then, you know, they're gone. Can't climb up that tree and find them. It's tricky. But they have them in special zoos where, you know. Have you ever seen a... Yeah, they're not related to bears at all. They're not koala bears. They're just koalas. They're marsupials. The word marsupial is so confusing because it sounds like, you know, something that you do. They have two thumbs, by the way, too, which is weird. Something that you do with your dinner. A marsupial. No, not really. It more sounds like something that happens when you're hiking and then you slip over and, you know, in the mud, and then it's a marsupial. What happened to you? It was a bit of a marsupial up there. Wait. He needs to be sitting inside a crook of the thing, the tree. There we go. Oh, isn't he cute? They actually have really rounded, hard butts that go like all the way around. So bizarre. It is true. They do. Koala bear, I think they're just... They're called koala bears colloquially, but I don't know if like they're actually called koala bears. I think they're just called koala. I don't know, but everyone calls them koala bears because they're so cute. Remember that I did a school project in Australia in school. You did? Online schooling with Australia? That's so exciting. What else did you learn? I learned that emus have feathers that are forked. So they have two feathers on the one base, and then they have these feathers coming off like this. Whoops. I believe. Let me just fact check myself just to make sure that that's true. Let's emu feather. Yeah. There you go. See, they're forked. So they come from the thing, and then they have two prongs most of the time. There you go. The emu grows a double-shafted feather from each follicle. That's so cool. So an emu feather. That doesn't start with K, though. That's shocking. What else starts with K? A gum tree? No, that starts with G. Okay. Well, we need to turn this into... How am I supposed to remember? It was like 10 years ago. Tell me about it. I have brain damage from going to Canada and getting a compound concussion, so I don't remember anything from 10 years ago. I wouldn't call it. Maybe it's not brain damage. Maybe it's just memory loss. I have some problems remembering things in Canada. That there can come down there. It looks like salad, doesn't it? I'm on the wrong screen again. Don't tell anyone. These aren't bananas, by the way. These are gum trees, gum leaves. It's just hard to draw lots and lots of gum leaves. So you can kind of cheat and just draw one or two. And then it gives the idea of gum leaves. Perfection. Absolutely marvelous. Now I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, we've only got 8 minutes. I can only do this for half an hour, but it looks like it's just me and you, Wolfie. What do you want to learn how to draw? Let's draw something. What are we going to draw? Doesn't have to start with K. We can just pretend that it does. And then we can like make it up later. We can come up with an adjective. Whoa, that is way too bumpy. Maybe just a little bit like that. There, we'll put that there. Amazing. Come along. Whoop. Perfect. Ah, look at that. It's a branch. It looks like it's made out of Play-Doh. Let's add some more lines. Give it more texture. That's a beautiful gum tree. And we'll have one of the gum leaves falling down. Like so. Whee! There we go. Oh, we've done the right side of the screen with our K. A king. That's right, the king. I'm going to draw a king. Apparently it's common for the average person to forget information as they age. I find it hard to remember lots of things now, and I am full adult now. I miss being a 20-year-old. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure I miss being a 20-year-old. I miss you being a 20-year-old because you miss you being a 20-year-old. But it's interesting because when I was 20, I don't think I enjoyed my life as much as I enjoy my life now, which is interesting. I mean, granted, I do have trouble remembering things, but the older I get through time, the slower time gets, which seems to be the opposite for everyone else. So everyone I talk to is like, whoa, time just speeds by. It only seems like yesterday that your children were born. And I'm like, well, no, it feels like 400 years ago. Well, it feels like 27 years ago, but really it was only 11, which is crazy. And I used to work with a guy named Robert, and Robert didn't look like this at all. He was a large, skinny man of about 55, and he'd be about 60-something now. Anyway, Robert is a fantastic programmer, and I worked with him on an exhibit at Questacon to do with spiders and space, and that was really fun. There were two exhibits. One was spiders and one was space. Anyway, he said you should use this as a superpower, and you should appreciate the fact that time for you seems to be going slower the more you age. And I remember I was thinking, oh my God, this is amazing. Like I have a superpower. I can experience more time than other people, but I can't really. It just feels retrospectively like more time. Ouch. Oh no, that's not fun. Feel it was easier as a 20-year-old not to be as upset or worry as much. It's true. Probably when you're 20, your brain is a little bit more fluid, a little bit more elastic, if that makes sense. But that doesn't sound like fun. This is true. It feels like it's getting slower. Oh my God. Yeah, it's true. Anyway, it's a superpower. It's an amazing thing. And most people who are like, humans, they're just like, no, time is speeding up and it gets faster and faster and faster. And blah, 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 blah. And then this guy needs a beard, I think. The king should have a beard, I believe. Let's do it. What was he talking about? I can't remember. What was I talking about? Oh, time speeding up. No, yeah, Robert. He said that it's a thing. And I remember the only time where I kind of misjudged something was the movie Minority Report with that guy in it, Tom Cruise. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, it came out in like 2006 or something, but it didn't. It came out in 2002, I think. Let me just fact check myself once more. Minority Report movie. It came out in 2002. Yeah, I was right. So I was a few years off for that. But everything else in my life is like, forever ago. Especially since October the 14th last year. Whoa, time is just like... I see, it's still going now. Time. It's still going. It hasn't stopped. I need to have a drink. It's empty. Oh man, I need to have a drink of this one. Got to stay. Tim Burton, Corpse Bride. And I was like, oh, it's only 7 years old. And I found it was 10 years old. The Corpse Bride. Corpse Bride. Tim Burton? I don't remember that movie. Do I? I remember the Corpse Bride movie. It's 20 years old. There you go. Yeah, 2005. So it's 19 years old now. I know Tim Burton, obviously. He's amazing. Tim Burton's so phenomenal. He used to work at Disney and all that. But, yeah. What am I saying? No, you swore! You can't swear. Wolfie, you're not allowed to swear. You got to say, oh, poop. I'm going to show it anyway. Because, but no swearing. No, please ignore my, please ignore my friend's, naughty words. Let's say that. There we go. It's alright, it's not really a problem. I just try and keep, all the things that I do family friendly, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I did swear I said that word, the naughty poop word, and I said it in one of my lives. I can't remember what context it was in, and then I got so embarrassed. It was terrible. Okay, let's give this king just a cute little set of body parts, and then with only 2 minutes left. Whoa, there we go. And he needs just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Oopsie, it kind of looks like Santa Claus. It's not really my intention, but doesn't matter. There he is. And he's got a beautiful collar. Look at the wrong screen again. I'm not on my channel where I can swear. Yes, no swearing. Oh. That's the noise you got to make when you swear. Is by accident. You got to put that money in that swear jar, and then you've got to make that noise. No, you don't. Anyway, this king is a mermaid, obviously, because that starts with K. No. K. Kind? Maybe he's the kind king. There we go. He's the kind king. The kind king of crustaceans. No, those crustaceans start with K. Are there any sea animals that start with K? Trident. Trident is good. I do like that movie, Little Mermaid. Sea animals that start with K. Killer whale? Nah. Krill? That's it. Krill. Let's call him the king of krill. I think that's a great idea. The kind king of krill. And we'll put some little love hearts around. He doesn't swear either. He's not on his channel. On other people's channels, fine. He goes around and swears on other people's channels. No, he doesn't. Ridiculous. Let's put some of those dots in there. I don't know why they exist. The krill, the king of kombucha. Maybe he really likes kombucha. I haven't had kombucha for a while. Let's draw him a little bottle of kombucha. Whoop. Let's see if I can fit it on there. Kombucha. Perfect. There he is. Which is funny because he's actually underwater. So all the kombucha would float out of the bottle and he wouldn't be able to drink it. That's funny. No. I'm not blaming you at all. You can swear as much as you like. The thing pops up and tells me. So I was the one that let the swear word out. So it pops up on the chat thing and says, somebody has sworn. This is terrible news. Which is really good because, you know, we don't want people coming on here and just flooding the thing with swearing. But there we have it. I think we did good today. Well done, Wolfie. I better go and do some work because I'm going to go and see the Minions movie tonight, and it's going to be amazing. But thank you so much for breathing. Wolverex Cornex. And you have also a good day. And for those people watching this after the fact, I appreciate you. Be kind, be curious, don't swear, and stay awesome. Okay, wait. We got to do the freeze frame. Freeze frame. Okay, I'll try and match the king. You ready?